Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. We've got producer James in the studio.
Hey.
Hey, so every once in a while, I have to do this little disclaimer and remind people that this show is most definitely not safe for work. It's not safe for old people. It's not safe for children. I talk about everyone. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, gay, straight. What's the other stuff they being now? If you're autistic, we're gonna talk about you. If you on TV, if you rich, we're gonna talk about you. If you poor, we're gonna talk about you. If you me, I'm gonna talk about you. So just to let you know, this is not for the sensitive at heart in any way, shape, or form. Now, producer James is a lot nicer than I am, though.
Which is pretty hard to believe.
Yeah, I'm currently on a steroid pack, and he felt the need to tell me yesterday I was all roided out. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Choke you to death and kill myself like a pro wrestler does? Like,
Damn.
like he really used, oh, you were all roided out last night.
All I meant was you were lively. You had energy. You were up and moving around.
Yeah, I can't lie, because I sure didn't sleep good last night. My body's like, we want to do something. Why you sleep? Let's do something. Ain't you hungry?
Well, I was right there. Something to do.
We're never that desperate. There's always other things to do other than doing you. Trust me. And plus, last night you came home tipsy, and that was part of the reason I didn't sleep well, because you came home half drunk from happy hour, and you were snoring, and your breath stank.
Was it snoring?
Loud.
Oh. Sorry.
Loudly. Even Sushi barked at you a few times because you were so fucking loud. Do you know how frustrating it is to sleep with a person? Like, producer James has lost a whole bunch of weight, but when he was like, let me see, almost about to be on my 600-pound life,
Whoa,
he really snored a lot. Like, it was horrible. Like, when people snore, they say, oh, just roll them on their side. Oh, just roll them on their stomach and they'll stop. Not this motherfucker. I have never seen somebody snore just as loud on their stomach as they did on their fucking back. Like, what is that? And then Sushi also was fat, so he would snore. Then Sushi would get pissed off because James was snoring, so James would go, and then Sushi would be all night long. I have never hated two living beings more in my entire life than I would hate them those nights. It was bad. It was really bad.
Well, thank you for not Chris Benoiting me. I appreciate
You're
that.
more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I don't know. I still got a couple more days on the steroid pack, so you just never know. So if we don't have a show next week, I really went all roided out?
You could say roided out. You need to do roid rage. Like, what was it, like the after school specials? We'll get into that sometimes.
I learned it by watching you, Dad. Learned it by watching you. I wonder will Scholar say that about me if she ever smokes weed. She'll be like, I learned it watching you, Mom.
She wouldn't be crying.
No. She is super, super paranoid of doing any kind of drug, which is great, fantastical. Yes, thank you, Lord Jesus. But that bitch would tear up a bottle of Stellarosa in a minute.
Yes, she would.
I have never seen someone drink from a bottle of Stellarosa, drink it down, then pat the fucking bottom of the bottle to see if there's a couple little drops left.
Like a moonshiner.
I was just like, did I just see? Bitch, I don't ever want to see you do that again. Like, what are you doing? She's like, there's just a little bit left in there. Okay, alcoholic. But does Stellarosa even get you drunk?
Enough of it does.
Yeah, I think more so your blood sugar goes up before you get drunk.
It's probably both.
I don't know. We need to ask her because she thinks she is her and my dad think they are the Stellarosa king and queen. I wonder if they give me a paid sponsorship if I mention them one more time. Stellarosa. That Stellarosa Black hits hard though.
It's good.
That shit's good, and so it's a pineapple.
Ooh, I like the blueberry.
Did you also know that they have merchandise, like other than just the alcohol? They have accessories as well?
No, I didn't know that.
They're at what is it, Total Wines?
Really?
That place that I'm just too black to go to? I refuse. I'm going to always go to Specs.
Or Hills or Jared's.
I'm going to go to Specs. That Total Wine, now the prices be a little bit higher.
No, they're lower.
It's bigger.
I see.
And I'm
folks,
fat.
man,
I don't like to walk around extra when I can go straight to where it is in Specs and bring my ass on out.
I see black folks in Total Wine all the time.
But they be married to white people.
No.
Lies.
No, they're getting ready for the party.
They're Nigerian. I bet you
No,
they're
I know
Nigerian.
regular black.
How do you know regular black?
You can tell when someone's not regular black.
Why? Because if they're not regular black, they're walking around the store going.
Oh, you can just look at and tell.
Yeah, you really can tell
Yeah,
an
I was just
African.
gonna say.
Yeah, you can most definitely tell an African person from a black person. And you know, Africans find it highly offensive if you refer to them as black.
I think because they watch reality TV in America.
Here's a newsflash. I don't want nobody thinking I'm fucking African. I don't want nobody thinking I grew up in a hut with fucking mud on my hair to style it and shit like that. Like,
No, we put mud on
okay.
our face over here.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to y'all's country to have a new life. I think it's rather prideful.
So wait a minute. So you're not going to go live that Rwandan dream?
No,
That Congo
absolutely
dream?
not. I would love to go to Africa, but I want to stay on one of them big, rich resorts where a giraffe comes up to my window in the morning time and I can have my cup of coffee and feed it lettuce and shit like that. I don't want to go no huts. I don't want to see no bitches with no braids.
You want to go to, this is so funny. You want to go to Africa, stay in a place probably owned by a rich white Dutch person.
I sure do.
And be waited on by black Africans.
Colonism. I'm all for it. I mean, I don't just want to walk around and a woman got bare titties out feeding a baby monkey on her tits and shit like that, going to the water hole to get drinks. No, I don't want to do that.
Pulling jars on their head,
Hell,
walking like Jungle Book.
motherfucking no, I'm not trying to do no shit like that. But then they're offended when people refer to them as black. Well, at least we're civilized.
No, I think they're offended when people say they go to the water hole.
Well,
That might be part of the offense.
I'm just saying. I just have always found it so rude how they just, if you call them black, it is like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like you didn't have your sheep ready for when like the group, what do they call the chiefs come over for the sacrifice and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I don't really associate with black people either. So I do kind of understand, but goddamn, you still African. If you're a friend of the Libra Lounge, you know what time it is. It is time for the Gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
So finally, I got to go see the movie Megan after like how many weeks has it been out?
After how many times did I offer?
Nah, this motherfucker straight up lying to y'all right now because
No.
every time let it have been a Marvel movie. Let it have been a Marvel movie. He would have went on his lunch break to go see it and then seen it again on Sunday. If it was Marvel.
I said, let's go
Or
anytime you want to
DC.
go.
He just, I gotta go see this again. This was excellent. So much better. Did you know that Iron Man is not Iron Man anymore? The girl from Wakanda is going to be the new Iron Man. That's the kind of shit I have to listen to when a Marvel movie comes out. But let it be a movie I want to see, which in his defense a little bit, I like horror movies a lot. And I think we've discussed this on the show. He does not. So he going to come up with every goddamn excuse to not go see a scary movie. I don't know. I think my mom's sick, Keish. Keish, I gotta work this project. Man, I'm stressed. Keish, I looked, but they were all sold out. We would have had to sit on row A. Keish, I don't know. They're recalling popcorn. I don't think it's safe to go to the movie theater. See, that's kind of bullshit I have to put up with when I want to go see a movie. Yeah. So he tried to be super, super slick, and he picked the 7:45 movie, knowing damn well I'd be trying to go to bed by 8:30. So he thought, and probably was hoping that I would say, you know what, James, I don't know, that's a little, but I be damn. Red Bull it is. We're going to go see this fucking movie, and I'm going to need a Coca-Cola, one of them cherry slushies, and some Skittles to stay up. Because look, a 7:45 movie is kind of hard on me. I mean, that's late.
It was, but I had to find a showing that had the seats right in the perfect spot of the theater. Weren't they good seats?
See, and that's the other kind of shit I have to deal with. oh no, we can't sit there. It's got to be precisely here, right in the middle, so we can see everything. Like, who fucking cares? Just give me to a seat. Then this motherfucker always tries to be slick on this way too. He knows I don't like walking upstairs. He always gonna pick row F.
Because
every single time.
That's acoustically the best seats in the house.
As long as I can hear, which everyone in the theater can hear, acoustically or not.
No,
we can hear.
You can only hear acoustically.
Okay, I'm gonna hear. I don't know what kind of double agent hearing that you need to enjoy film. I just need to hear what the bitch is saying on the screen. That's it. As a matter of fact, I could probably read their lips and be okay with that. If it meant I didn't have to go up 13 flights of steps every fucking time. And I'd be so goddamn pissed, but I'd be so out of breath, I really can't even fuss at them that much.
But if you sat on the first row, you'd hate it. With your neck all cranked up, trying to watch the screen.
No, but it just left.
So it's either sit in the best seats in the house or waste money.
I tell you, one time I don't know what movie it was that we saw, but it was like sold out and we only were able to get the first row. Man, my neck was stuck to the side for about 2 weeks straight. It was head to shoulder that whole time because it was just leaning terrible. Over. Yes, I'm like, this can never fucking happen again.
They shouldn't even sell those seats.
Here's my thing. Shit goes on demand way too fast for me to be in pain and needing a chiropractor from sitting on row A. That's all I got to say. So Megan, if you don't know, which I've been waiting for this movie for like a year. All of y'all jumped on the bandwagon real late, okay? So Megan is a version of AI and Chucky had a daughter together. I think that's a fair way to see it. Yeah. But this bitch bad. Like, she was just, you know how some kids, you be like, God damn, that motherfucker. That's Megan, okay? So Megan was created by someone who works at it's a toy company.
A toy company.
She's what is she, an engineer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to tell the whole story, but basically, as all movies go, the parents get killed and the kid has to go stay with someone else who's not adapt to take care of a child. So here comes Megan to take care of the child. But for some odd reason, they never explain where shit went wrong, because Megan is supposed to pair to a person and that is their primary person. They do everything for that person. They make sure that person is, in this case, washes her hand, because that little girl didn't like to pee. And every time she pees, she didn't wash her hands. I mean, it got to the point Megan said, dude, really? Go wash your hands. So she basically takes on, I guess, like a parental.
It's so like she's programmed to be a friend, and she's supposed to learn. Like with AI, the more experience they have, the more things they see, the more data, the better they get at a task.
Which is a little bit different from Chucky, because y'all remember Chucky was possessed.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's whole evil soul went into Chucky. He ain't give a fuck. He's like, I don't care about that little girl. She don't want to wash her hands. She ain't got to wash her hands. I don't give a fuck. I'm out here murdering people in the backyard. So yeah, at first things are really, really great, because the little girl whose name is Katie seems to, kind of be out of her depression since her parents died, and then she's living with this neglectful fucking aunt who only cares about her career, forgets to feed the child. They ain't got the little girl enrolled in school, ain't homeschooled. So Megan just like, God damn, I just do everything.
I've been alive 2 days. I got to do everything.
And I got to do everything. I got to be a mom. I got to be a dad. I got to be a teacher. I got to be a psychiatrist. I got to be a music teacher. I got to do all. I mean, because she basically was doing all of these things for this little girl.
Yep.
Yeah, because the aunt just wasn't around. Because I think they had developed some toy, some fuzzy looking little, what was those things used to call?
It was like a Furby. Remember Furby?
That's the word that I was looking for that I could not think of. I was going to say, looked like, Gizmo and an owl had a kid. That's a Furby. So it's something like a Furby, and they're trying to figure out a way, because another company has copied it and made it for cheaper. So they're on this whole deadline, blah, blah, blah. We've seen this a million times in a million other movies. So
rush the product.
Yes, it is. So you always know things going to be real bad when the first kill is a dog. When the first kill is a dog, shit ain't going to be right. Because most of the time, I mean, if the dog dies, I'm not going to even watch the rest of the movie. But in this case, I'm like, shit, this is a bad bitch. She killing the dog firsthand. So then it escalates from there. And they never ever said exactly what happened for Megan to kind of reprogram herself where she did whatever the fuck she wanted to do. Yeah, like for example, pull the ear off of a young child.
Well,
The second kill was a kid.
that was protection. Remember, she was protecting Katie.
Okay, okay, so I get what you're saying. Therefore, you pull, twist ear really hard, let go. You don't put y'all his skin ears. I didn't even know ear skin stretch as far as his ear skin stretched. I didn't even know that.
It's not hard to pull an ear off. It only takes about 5 pounds of pressure.
Well, she's made of titanium.
She had a little bit more than that.
Which she reminded us of that by singing the song Titanium. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she would sing.
She would sing. Yeah, she sang too. So this is just the beginning. She's becoming more and more human-like and more defiant of, what was the girl's aunt's name? Gemma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gemma.
Well, once again, she's still on this major project because now they know about Megan and everyone wants a Megan, which is going to be a $10,000 doll.
Yeah.
So they're getting ready for, I guess, a debut of her.
Yeah, the launch.
Yeah, because they're trying to get investors to invest in the company. But while they doing that, Megan's still killing people. She killed a lady from next door who owned the dog. That's pretty fucked up for you to kill the dog, then the dog owner.
Well, lady was a problem. She was in Megan's way.
But that dog did bite that little girl.
That dog bit that.
And
It's a bad dog.
He tried to fuck up Megan a little bit too.
He did.
But she was made of titanium, so it didn't work.
That's a bad dog.
His skills were not adapt for titanium at all. Yeah, they never really said what happened to that dog. They did not even find its body.
No, she told him where he was buried, though.
Where was he buried at? I missed that part.
It was something she said like, look 10 feet past this place and 5 feet in the ground.
Well, I guess I missed some of that because I was, of course, sitting next to the loud, chunky people next to me. So all I heard was snacks being open the whole time, mouthfuls of popcorn being crunched. Then, did you see that? Hey, did you see that too? I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all, every time something happened, I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, yeah.
All you heard was food and fat.
Yeah, that's all I heard. That's all I heard the whole time. I mean, I think I probably need to see it again. They were loud in my right ear.
I'm surprised you didn't turn and say something.
Because I didn't feel like dealing with you. Because every time people are doing something that is worthy of a cussing out, producer James giving that white people look like, please, black person, please don't act a fool in here in public. Please wait till we get to our car and we can just discuss it. Let's not act the fool here. So the older I get, the less I act the fool, especially in public. But I was pissed off. And then his arm was all on my armrest.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I'd have said something.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be white. I was trying to be a good girl.
Fair enough.
So where are we at with Megan? I don't think there's very much more to say other than she was fucking bad.
She was bad, and it was good because there were funny parts.
Oh yeah, she was funny.
Yeah,
because she was a smart ass about things. She was very sarcastic, and she always had an eye roll.
Yeah, I don't know why you would program a child doll to act like a goddamn child.
Well, I'm not gonna build a child robot that's my size either. That was like no.
And why are they always made of titanium?
I have no fucking idea.
Like, why would you build a robot that could kill you if it wanted to?
This is how bad Megan is that when she was getting ready to fuck somebody else, she played Toy Soldiers on the piano. Y'all remember that Martika song?
Yeah.
She played that. Like, that is, to me, that is the opening ceremony to an ass whooping from somebody.
That's the opening theme to this ass whipping you're about to receive.
You about to get these titanium hands, Gemma. Because she fucked a lot of people up. She killed 2 people with a paper cutter.
She did.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that was a paper cutter. I kept thinking, where the fuck did she get that hatchet from?
Where'd she get the samurai sword?
I was like, how did she? Did I miss something? But yeah, it was a paper cutter that she did after she did that little provocative dance that tickles the hell out of me. Every time she does it, it's that little roll around with them legs going, gyrating and everything. I was just like, that is totally inappropriate for a small child. But that makes it even funnier because it's a robot that looks like a small. I don't know. I've watched the video of her doing that dance at least 35 times because it's fucking funny to me. It's just so inappropriate that it's just.
It's really out of place. And they did a good job of making her like not too human. Like the way she walked, the way she moved, the way her face was.
Yeah, her eyes.
You could. It wasn't like they tried to make her a human. She was close, but you could tell she was not human.
Yeah, for example, there's this one scene where Gemma takes her niece Katie to check out this alternative school, and Katie, of course, begs for Megan to go. And when the lady comes to greet them at the car, she's like, "Hi, how are you guys doing?" And Megan turns to her, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Oh, wasn't it great when they said she was a doll and she had to go like be put in the toy like at the toy tree?
Okay, now look. Okay, I have something to say about that. That goddamn toy. You know goddamn well that many kids don't have big ass stuffed bears that they're gonna travel
ridiculous.
anywhere. It was just like,
well, it was an alternative school, so maybe they're special kids.
they'd have to be.
Yeah.
Well,
it was just funny to see Megan stuffed them on, like at the toy
she was
tree.
next to a bear that was as big as you. I was like, what kid would even carry that outside of that? What parent would let that kid? You know what? You're right. Only a badass kid's parent will let them carry a big ass bear like that. I was like, God damn, just go get your bear. Please go get your bear. So we can go. We're about to be late to this orientation. Get the fucking bear, put it in the fucking trunk. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. I get it. So I would say that Megan is most definitely a must see. It's not scary. Some of the stuff is pretty predictable. I mean, if you've seen the previews, you pretty much have seen all the major things that she does.
You know the story. I mean,
you know the story of it,
story.
yeah. But it's the personality that she. And then the little girl got bad too. Remember the scene? She's back in the back of the car throwing a fit, and she kicks Gemma's. Okay, I just realized something. So the little girl is in the SUV when it gets hit by a a plower?
Yeah, snowplow.
When her parents are killed, okay? Should be traumatized for life, should never want to get inside of a vehicle again, has no interest in driving. But this little bitch right here, she throws a temper tantrum.
In a moving car.
In a moving car, and had the audacity to kick the back of Gemma's seat while she's driving. So much that she bucked up a little bit.
Yep.
Had that been a black parent, Aunt Gemma Mama, instead of Aunt Gemma, Aunt Gemma Mama,
Aunt Jemima,
Aunt Jemima, would have stopped that whole car, put it in, not even park, put it in neutral, get out the car, snatch her out by the head, and drag her ass up and down that street. And then put her back in the car and say, "Hey, you fix your face."
She would have beat her with Megan.
Yeah.
She would have took Megan and hit her.
Yes, I agree. Oh, you want this doll? Oh, okay, I'm really pissed to get you this doll. I'm about to beat the shit out of you with this doll. Yeah, it's a funny movie. I think it's more funny than it is scary.
It's not really scary. It's more like funny thriller.
It's funny always to watch something that looks like a child be a killer.
Or be an asshole.
Yeah, because she was both. Yeah. And almost kind of refused to die, which they already, of course, set up Megan Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So moving right on. Now, this is something that really shocked the hell out of me, and this just dropped last night. So we all have been awaiting the sit-down interview with Jen Shah and Andy Cohen, which was supposed to be shot this weekend, but Jen Shah put out a press release saying that she's not going to do it. And if you read it, which I think if you look right now, like right now while we're recording, you just so happen to know I'm telling you to go look right now on the Libra Lounge with Keisha Instagram story. I have what she posted, okay? It's a press release saying that she's not going to do it. She doesn't think that it's good for her family. And she basically was trying to say Bravo ain't shit. Ooh. Like they don't care about her. They only care about the ratings that they're going to get. But I think, which is pretty smart, Jen Shah's waiting on that book deal.
Oh, you know it.
Because she's going to make way more money from a book deal than sitting down with Andy Cohen.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And I personally think that some of the housewives are getting a little bit sick of Andy Cohen. Because he's the messiest housewife of them all.
Well, you know, when you said, well, I don't think Bravo cares about it, they don't. Bravo is a TV network, which means ratings and ad revenue. That's what they care about.
And see, to us, we see them, you know, we see them on their show, and then they go to the Watch What Happened Live studio, and they're sitting there kikiing with Andy Cohen. So we just think they're all best girlfriends.
No, it's a job.
But Lanithia, Nene Leakes kind of let us on that, no, don't think that. Don't think me and Andy are besties, because we're not. You know, this is some of the stuff that has gone down, and I'm starting to think that it's true.
Ooh, what did she say?
Oh, well, she said that they were racist.
The Big R.
The big R. That's how you all that you go straight to that one. It could have been they didn't feed us right. They didn't give us transportation. We didn't get first class seats when we went to this cast trip. But if you are a person of color, you just say, fuck all that. He was racist. And there it is, all in a nutshell. And when someone says someone else is racist, you have to believe them or that makes you racist. That's how we see it.
Well, then you're not being anti-racist if you don't believe it.
I guess. Yeah, it's just when someone says someone else is racist, it's just best to believe it. It's true. It's true. You know why it's true? Because I'm not racist. So I believe you when you tell me that someone is racist, it must be the truth. So I don't know. For some odd reason, I don't feel like Andy Cohen. He just looks like he's like one shot away from like a mental breakdown.
Really?
I think he's overrun.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he is an executive producer for a lot of these shows. He does Watch What Happens Live every night. He writes books. He's got kids. He's gay, which sometimes it's not easy being gay in America.
Probably a little easier in Hollywood.
It's not easy being Jewish and gay.
Except in Hollywood.
I get, damn, maybe I need to be Jewish and gay. My career may be far more advanced than it is right now, recording a podcast in James's office at our home.
In Southeast Texas.
Yeah, we ain't made it yet. Then he has to do, all of the reunions and the reunion tapes are a lot.
His life is reality TV. That's all he does.
And then BravoCon, and and then he has to do interviews for himself when people ask him, and.
Right. And
he's got a podcast too.
Yeah,
he's got. I mean, that's a lot. Like you easily will get burned out.
I think so.
I mean, I do a podcast once a week, and I'll be tired. I do.
You work an hour a week, and you're exhausted.
I almost didn't make it today. I was gonna say I can't do it. This is too much, James. Can we go back to doing it about every 3 months or so? Because this doing it every week ain't the shit. I mean, I'm tired. I feel stressed out. It's too much pressure, and I ain't getting paid. That's a lot. You know what else was a lot?
What?
Watching the series premiere of MILF Manor.
Oh
my God. Look, this is coming from a network that weekly shows us someone who has a fucking butt lymphedema, okay? That probably weighs 86 pounds. This is from the network that shows 700-pound people showering. Okay, we have to see all of that. This is from the network that what else have we seen? What else has TLC brought us that is horrible in every way?
Well, think about everything they brought us that's been either 1,000 pounds of something,
little
something,
yes,
or any other,
or idiots trying to find love in different countries.
Exactly. Or Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yes.
It's the sideshow. The whole network is a sideshow.
I have to do it since you brought up Toddlers and Tiaras.
Oh boy!
If you ever watch Toddlers and Tiaras, you guys know who Mackenzie is. It rhymes with Lindsay. And here's her famous quote: "Why can't I just be myself? Nene, Nene." Not Nene Lee. She talk about a pacifier. Nene, I need my Nene. Yeah, and the soda poppies and things like that. This network has brought us so much trash that has been greatly entertaining, but not this bullshit right here.
This was disturbing.
I was maybe 15 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't do this shit. It is by far one of the stupidest concepts of a reality TV show. And y'all know I watch the bottom of the barrel of reality TV.
She watches WeTV.
I watch shit on Zeus TV network. Okay.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, I watch things.
I pay to watch for shit on Zeus.
Yes, I do. Every month. I was watching the shit last night. As a matter of fact, before the show, I was just talking to somebody like, girl, did you see Krishan and Blueface? They was doing that interview. Yeah, when Krishan got carried, girl, they had to carry Krishan out the building. She fucked up the TV, the whole interview. They had to have this is how deep I am in bottom of the barrel.
Watching a network where stars are named Krishan,
Blueface,
Wet.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. But this was horribly, almost disgusting in a way.
This was disgusting. This was absolutely a disgusting concept. How the fuck do you ever get it sold? For the folks that don't know, tell us what MILF Manor is.
MILF Manor is about women in, I want to say they're 40s, 50s, and up. I didn't see too many ups.
And up.
Yeah. Who are all going to, I don't know, I can't remember where they were.
They wanted to make it look like Mexico, but it was actually filmed in California.
No. It is in Mexico. Because I remember one of the ladies said, welcome to Mexico.
Okay,
so
okay,
it's in Mexico. Beautiful scenery. Looks like it's great. You know, you start seeing these women who are all looking to date younger men.
Right. It's set up like it's a dating
show. So and Lord knows we've watched lots of episodes of 90 Day Fiance, this way, that way, bottom of the earth is flat. We're gonna go find a man, I'm gonna go find a woman. It don't matter, we don't speak the same language. We've watched all of those. And so we're like, okay, this is just another dating show. I mean, but if you're just looking at it, it looks like a fucking Botox party. Because one's you can't see any facial expressions from these women. And it's pretty bad.
It's very bad.
So they're all kind of, getting to know one another. They're sizing each other up.
Which in some cases was pretty easy.
Yeah, because this one lady on there, she acted like she didn't even know she was going to be televised. I'm like, look, if I know I'm about to be on more than one episode of a show, I got to go get teeth whitening. I need a facelift. I need a boob lift. I need everything to make me look the best that I can. But this woman just said, I'm coming as I am. The Lord said, come as you are. And that is what she did. And the other fucking ladies talked about her ass too.
And these are women that are from all walks of life.
All walks of life.
Yeah.
Some of them have been married for many, many, many years and divorced. You've got some of them that their husbands have passed away. Some of them have been single for a very long time. So, and they're from all walks of life, different ethnicities, different backgrounds. But they all are moms.
So on the surface, like if we stopped right there, okay, there's a show there. There's something interesting.
At that point, I'm still paying attention.
Right.
Okay. You always know when shit goes left when I just start picking up my phone and scrolling, scrolling. So then they finally get to where they are going to meet these young men.
Yep. Young suitors.
Yes, which, you're thinking, okay, they're gonna go on different days and see, who's
like
a good match. Yeah, kind of like The Bachelor, right?
Yeah.
Except there's like a little bit of incestuousness. Is that a word?
Incestuousness.
Yeah.
Yes. Because what was the big reveal?
All of the guys that they will be dating that are up there to be dated are all sons of the women who are there.
It's their fucking children.
Yes. James.
Yeah.
What would I do if for some odd reason we weren't together and for some odd reason I had like a son instead of a daughter and I went there to find the young love of my life who I hope is going to blow my whole back out because the young dick is good dick. And I see my goddamn son up there. What do you think that Keisha, would do?
Hopefully not pick him for the first date.
Oh no, that's just...
You would snatch him by his arm.
I would snatch him by the nape of his head
and slap. You would slap every bitch on the way out for even thinking about fucking your son.
Boy, who the fuck told you to leave the house? You supposed to be watching the dogs and shit.
Why are you in Mexico?
Why the hell are you in Mexico? I didn't even know you had a passport. Get your nappy-headed ass down from that goddamn stage. We're leaving. But there was not one muscle on there. None of these boys, this is how young they are. They have like skinny people muscle.
They have like young 20.
They have young 20-year-old, not fully.
Boys.
They're boys.
They're boys.
I don't think any of them were like 25. I don't think there were any frontal lobes that were closed on any of the men who were up there.
They were boys.
And like, honestly, as soon as that happened, I'm like, ew, this is gross. Because there's a possibility that your mom is going to be right next to the door where you're fucking someone else's mom who's also there. It could be fucking your mom.
In the next, it's just,
it was bad.
It was disgusting.
It was just disgusting.
That any mom would be, oh boy, I hope, like, what are you thinking? Are you thinking you're going to be happy for your son? Boy, I really hope my 20-year-old son
marries this 46-year-old woman. How am I going to get grandkids?
45-year-old woman who can't move her face.
And who I can't get grandkids from. Like, what is going on? I didn't get I don't know where they got this idea from.
Yeah, they just throw something against the wall. Hey, let's do a dating show with MILFs. Okay, cool. Hey, let's throw a twist in. How about if their children are involved?
That's just gross. And here's the thing about it, the double standard. If it was the sexes were flip-flopped and it was all DILFs there,
that show would not get
it would never ever get on
show
there
would never
because
happen.
And trust me, it being boys is just as disgusting as if it were girls. It's just gross.
It is, but you had a great fucking point. The reverse would never get aired.
It would never get aired.
It wouldn't make it past the pitch meeting.
But I will say this, I have not seen anyone post that this show was good. Everyone has posted basically what we're saying, that this is disgusting. What were they thinking? I guess I'll have to find out when the season is over, because I am not wasting 60 minutes watching another episode of it. Well, I didn't spend 60 minutes watching the first episode of it.
Yeah, y'all better enjoy this coverage on the Libra Lounge, because it will
with
not
MILF
get
Manor, because
it
will not
know nothing about it.
No. It's just
I mean, and here's the thing, just the whole concept of the show seems to be, hey, here's my son, enjoy his dick. Oh wait, let me take my menopause pill.
I know. It's just
it's gross.
TLC, if y'all was that desperate, y'all could have just gave me and producer James a fucking show.
If y'all just throwing them out like this.
If y'all just throwing them out, give us one, okay?
Yeah.
All right, when we get back from this small break, we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about, James?
Looks like
people in prison.
Yeah, prison folks.
Prison folk.
Our prison segment.
Yes. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. I want to remind you guys to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. You can also listen to the show. I'm going to need producer James' help a little bit. Where are all the places that they can hear the podcast?
Well, Keisha, they can hear it on iTunes, YouTube. We have a Patreon page if you want to support us. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast.
Yes, and we would most definitely love it if you left us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Please.
Even if you don't like the show, you can still give us a 5-star review. Someone actually did, and I'm not quite sure they wrote a review. I wasn't quite sure if they liked the show or not, but they gave us 5 stars.
Right. Well, I think they were critical of your dog butthole checking.
Oh, well, that's not going to change.
Okay.
No, because I also checked their breasts, too, which I forgot to make mention of that. Actually, producer James caught me in the act one day this week. So our cat Liam was yawning. So he's got his mouth wide open. So I just put my hand right there. So when he goes to close it, he gets a little bit of spit on my hand. So therefore I can sniff it to see if everything smells good. I know how their breasts smell too.
You checked your cat like a dude checks himself before prom.
I check their breasts once a week.
Oh God.
Okay.
Moving on, folks.
Moving on.
Someone who also had some issues with animals.
And buttholes.
and buttholes.
Joe Exotic.
That was not a planned segue.
No, it was
but
not.
It worked perfectly.
Joe Exotic is claiming that he was beaten profusely by prison guards in prison.
Probably. He probably mouthing his ass off.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I bet anything that some of the guards probably pay other prisoners to fucking stuff something in his mouth so he shut the fuck up.
I can imagine what that might be.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I'm just asking you to stuff it. I ain't saying what you stuff it with. What you stuff it with, that's up to you. That's on you. So if you want to stuff his mouth with a pair of socks, all right, cool. You want to stuff his mouth with some bread from the cafeteria, that's cool. If you want to stuff his mouth with a dick, that's on you. Just stuff that mouth, because I'm tired of this hick deal motherfucker talking all the time. Talking about his divorce. And then who's that lady he always talking about? What's her name? Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin. That's her. Good. Y'all take care of this one. And I'm going to make sure when they close down the cafeteria, I'm going to go back there and get y'all something, a little extra snacks, a little something like that. I put a little something on your JPEG. What is a JPEG? It's something like, what is the prison system where you put money on it? It's JPEG.
JPEG or money on your books. That's what you do. I don't know what the system's called.
But see, right now, this is the kind of shit that a producer should know.
I wasn't ready. I figured you have talked about your time in prison before on the show. I
was in there for drugs. So I was in like a different level right there when I was in prison for drugs.
Oh, a different level of prison.
Yeah. And I was like a queen pin. I ain't have to worry about that. I had motherfuckers doing shit for me.
Oh, yeah.
I was making money when I was in prison.
40 cents an hour.
Wait a minute. I was like Derek
Derek,
from
you
Love
were-
After Lockup.
you had a
I paid people to do shit. And I had a sweatsuit for every day. I had a gray sweatsuit for working out. I had a gray sweatsuit for eating. I had a gray sweatsuit for taking pictures. I had a gray sweatsuit for when visitors came. I had a gray sweatsuit. You know, he had a gray sweatsuit for everything. That was me when I was in prison.
Fresh gray sweatsuit.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, sometimes I guest co-host on Pink Shade, and we were talking about Love After Lockup. So we're talking about prisoners, and I just kept saying, well, when I did hard time, I've not done hard time. The hardest time that I've done is being married to James.
Oh, thank you.
So Joe Exotic, which I think all of this is, he knows he's not going to get pardoned from prison. Okay.
No. If Trump didn't do it, ain't nobody gonna do it.
He has tried everything. He has pleaded to Trump. He didn't got married, divorced. He done had cancer, blood clots, open heart surgery. If you know Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm totally copying Nene Leakes. Joe Exotic done had cancer, brain tumors, open heart surgery, yeast infection, dental work done, amputations done. He been diabetic. Just he had it all. Any attempt to try to get out of prison early, he has done, and he has failed. Yeah, he done had the Black Plague. He said it was rats in there passing the plague. He said the prisoners, they don't like gay people up in there. They making fun of him because he don't know because he know Trump. They just anything to get out of prison early, and just all of the attempts have been failed. So now he's gonna say that he's been beaten. No one would beat up Joe Exotic in prison. You know why? He goes straight to the fucking media.
Yeah, he's gonna tell everybody.
He's gonna tell the whole fucking world. Yeah. I mean, I don't believe him at all. And y'all know I love me some Joe Exotic. I really, really do. I wish he would get out of prison. He ain't gonna do nothing but go right back. But I mean, I love Joe Exotic. I think he's charismatic, but he is a fucking liar.
He's a nutcase.
He is a true nutcase. You know he's about to get.
Him great.
And he's about to get divorced because he already got a new boyfriend.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, he has accomplished a lot since being in prison.
Oh my God.
Yes.
What if?
Mm-hmm.
What if we get a season of Love During Lockup
with Joe Exotic?
With Joe Exotic.
Well, then
my God.
I do you one more. What if he gets the
Sharp.
same payout that Chris from Love After Lockup got? $150,000?
Yeah, $150 for getting beaten.
I bet you one thing, Joe Exotic not gonna give it to no hoe like Chris did. No, he's not going to. He ain't gonna give it to his mama either.
Nope.
Nothing like that.
Carol Baskin billboards.
That's what yes.
From prison.
I think I need to hire a new PI because this Carol Baskin's still walking around free. And she knows she killed her husband. We all know she killed her husband.
Well.
And also in the news this week was Carol Baskin saying that her ex-husband Don was found last year in Costa Rica. Don has to be like 99 years old at this point. I don't think he was just walking around in hot ass Costa Rica.
He'd be 84.
Okay, he'd be 84.
But I was trying to follow this shit because I know she.
It hasn't been proven at all.
Because I haven't seen the FBI or anybody she said it come out and say yes. Here's a picture of the guy.
Because it hasn't happened.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to get a picture of a person when you really need an X-ray because it's in the fucking belly of a tiger. You can't just take a picture of that. You're gonna need a trank gun to shoot the tiger. You're gonna have to get the vet test to put it on the table. Gotta get an ultrasound, X-ray. This man is
a process.
Yes, like they are both equally as horrible. Yeah, but she's more horrible because bitches are always more horrible than what a man is. I know that's totally sexist of me to say, but it's just the truth. This man is long gone dead. Whether he died by her hands, somebody in Costa Rica fucking killed him, because he was doing some bullshit in Costa Rica.
They made it sound like
he was
doing
having
some
sex with
shit.
pretty fucking young girls too.
He was loaning people money, I think, too. Like he was
buying
doing some shit.
He was showing off his money.
Not something you do in Costa Rica.
I don't want to say wasn't he like dating a young girl who was like, I don't want to say property, but she like belonged to, in quotes, like a drug kingpin or something like that. No, I think Dawn is long gone dead, and the only person even talking about Dawn at this point is her.
Yeah, true.
His kids are not even talking about him anymore.
Right.
Do you remember? What was it? his kids bought advertisement. What was it? It was something about Carol Baskin. I don't know if it was like on 2020 or something like that, but they paid a shit ton of money for the commercial break during that show, talking about how guilty Carol Baskin is and how she killed her dad. I was like, that is a good use of money right there. So also, speaking of prison, the Chrisleys had the report in this week.
Oh man,
I can't. I can't even lie. I'm sad. I think, but I have a feeling Todd is gonna be running that prison camp, twisting that booty, trying to wear high shorts, telling motherfuckers how it is. He gonna show them how to do Botox. Todd is about to run that prison system for the next 12 years. I truly believe it. Because Todd got a little big booty. He got a little donk. Then that southern charm that he's got too, I think he's going to be okay.
He's going to charm them all the way to the broom closet.
Yeah.
You think so? You think he's, I mean, okay.
Todd might have been wanting to be in prison.
I was going to say, I mean,
well, he could be himself.
A lot of people talk about him being gay or being bi or something like that. What do you think about that? What's your legit opinion on that?
I think that Todd is probably Southern gay, where it wasn't okay to be gay. But I mean, here's the thing though, he's so flamboyant.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people could say he's dapper. You know, he's fashionable, he's Southern, that's why he talks like that. If I had to bet money, I would say he's bisexual. Or at least trisexual. Like he's only been with women, but he really wants to try a guy. That's what I think.
I figured by now, all the shit that's going on between him and his daughters, and I mean, none
of them have ever said that.
It's never been. They've never accused him or never let that out. So,
there's some men who are just like that.
I know.
The only other one I could think of is Leslie Jordan, but he most definitely was gay.
He's very gay.
Yeah. So I don't know, but here's the thing. We're fixing to get some good books coming out because, you know, these people have to pay restitution. In this case, you know, with Todd, he's still the parent of, what is Grayson, 16 and Chloe's, 10?
Yeah.
So they've got to have money for these kids because now all of this is falling on Savannah.
Right.
You know, so we were talking about that the other day, as a matter of fact, me and you. Just what are they going to do? They're going to have to sell the house.
Oh, I mean,
the show is axed, so they're not getting TV money.
No.
I don't even think they're showing reruns of the show right now. It's been a minute since I've seen one too. Yeah. So
so they lost the syndication. They lost the replay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Savannah doesn't make Todd's money. I mean,
no.
I don't even know what Todd. Well,
but he's taught her a lot. That is like his protege right there. So I really think I mean, the simple fact that she's willing to take care of those kids. I'm like,
You say willing, like there's probably not much of a choice there. I wouldn't think.
Grayson has grandparents.
Yeah.
Chloe has her biological parents.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no, I think she's saying, yes, I will step up and I will do this. But you know what? She said something that was pretty fucking sad. She's like, I know that there's certain things in my life I cannot do for at least the next 12 years because my parents won't be here. Right. She's like, I can't get married. I can't have a kid. It's sad.
It is kind of sad.
It's really, really, really sad.
But then again, that's also giving your parents a whole lot of power that probably don't deserve
I wouldn't want to have a wedding or a baby and my parents couldn't be there.
Right.
Both parents. We're not talking about one.
Yeah.
We're talking about both parents. I don't know. So anyway, so this, let me see, what is it? Is it next Monday? When is 23rd?
In Monday.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, I think, Monday.
Extreme Sisters is back, you guys. And guess which two sisters are coming back? Who are absolutely your favorites.
Really?
Anna and Lucy, because we've got to do it together. We have to do everything the same way. We have to do it at the same time. It's got to be the same.
The same number of cereals.
Yes, we have to. If she does one thing for 5 minutes, I've got to do it for 5 minutes.
I don't want to lose this tooth without her having the same.
No, I have to get my tooth pulled out too, because you know why? We have to do it together. We have to be the same. The same.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Yeah, because he was really concerned that Anna and Lucy were not going to be back for season 2. But who... You know what? I think they are, no. Christina and Jessica, the two psychic twins, they're back, but those are the only two sets that are back from season one.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't have Patrice and Patrica?
No, so we're not going to hear about Orlando. Because Orlando's the happiest place on earth. We just want to go to Orlando. They said everything magical happens in Orlando. I'm like, really? Shit.
Disney World. That's what
But
Disney
it's
World
still
is.
Florida.
A Florida man at Disneyland.
Exactly. They're not coming back.
Oh my God.
The two sisters were kind of like the little pig noses that were kind of cute, kind of not cute.
Were the one
Brooke,
would get in the bed with her and her boyfriend?
Yes, and they had the same name. They were Candace Brooke and Candace Bailey.
Yeah.
And their mom's name was Candace. And then Candace Brooke named her child Candace, but it's Candace Ace. So it's Big Mama Candace, Candace Brooke, who goes by Brooke, Candace Bailey, the sister, who goes by Bailey, then Brooke's daughter, who is Candace Ace, who goes by Ace.
Wow.
That's some stupid shit
there.
right there. They're not on.
The twins that married twins?
They're not on.
Man.
And who else was on there? I think that might have been all of them. Yeah. That was all of them.
Yeah, that was all of them.
I think they have a couple of more sets this season, though.
I could watch a whole season of just
Anna and Lucy.
Anna and Lucy. Oh my God.
They're fascinating.
They're fascinating.
I mean, just because they're so delusional.
And their boyfriend, who just looks like the happiest sumbitch in the world.
Did you know that he's also a twin?
No.
Yes, he's also a twin.
Well, then how are they not with, like, that would have been the sign to have,
because it's not the same. It's a different dick.
Is it? Well,
It's a totally different.
Is he an identical twin?
That I don't know.
That might be it.
That I don't know.
If he wasn't an identical twin,
then they couldn't do it together.
They couldn't do it
because it's
together.
not the same.
Not the
It's
same.
not the same. Yes.
You know we're going to be saying this every fucking day.
Yes,
while the
we
show's
talked
on.
like Anna and Lucy for about 6 months after the show ended,
was
and it's
so
like
hard not
we
to.
need help. We can't keep doing this. Like we can't do everything together.
The same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. So yeah, we will most definitely be recapping that next week on the Libra Lounge with Keisha. So when we get back from this break, we're gonna do a quick recap of 1,000-Pound Sisters.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
Yay! 1,000-Pound Sisters premiered. What is this? Season 4, and Tammy's still fat.
Still fat, y'all.
She's still fat, y'all. It's big, y'all. So, by the grace of God.
Not God. No, don't put him in this.
Okay, the food gods.
The food.
Okay, the food
The
gods.
God of plenty.
Tammy has got herself together and checked herself back into rehab for the second time.
Well, so at end of last season, she was in where she's at.
Right.
Okay.
They took her to rehab, but 30 minutes after she was there, she couldn't breathe, and they had to call an ambulance she had to be put into a medically induced coma.
And get a trach.
That bitch has fucking beat death more than
anyone deserves to.
I'm just, and she's doing pretty good.
I mean,
besides from being like 724 pounds.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was 717.
Yeah, and I think when she saw that, she was like, she actually cried. She was just like,
that may have been why she stopped breathing.
I mean, in most cases, that would be a pretty good cause right there to stop breathing.
Yeah, you're right. She looked distraught.
Yeah, she looked totally
all of a sudden,
defeated.
it really fucking hit her.
Because she was no longer within the 600 pound. Dr. Now
There's no
won't
show
even
for
perform.
her.
Yeah.
There's no show for her now. What am I going to do? Well, this one's 1,000, so I got 283 pounds more to go.
Can you
before I get kicked off of
imagine?
this one.
Can you imagine if Tammy went to Dr. Now? Hello.
Hello.
How y'all did?
What is that?
Tammy, wait a minute. Because you know he don't do nothing on computer. He always has paper and pen. Tammy, I'm looking at your chart right here, and this your BMI is 200.4. That's about that's the highest
I've ever seen,
in
a human being.
How did this happen, Tammy? Tell me what you eat
Take the donut out of your mouth, Tammy, and talk to me.
Tell me a little bit about what you eat in a day. Motherfucker, clearly I eat everything in a day. Now you're just trying to be funny, Dr. Now. Don't make me knock that damn ink black hair dye out your head. Okay?
Knock your back straight.
Look.
Little hunchback.
When he's not performing weight loss surgeries, he is collecting coins from travelers so they can cross the bridge. Okay? Dr. Now's about his money. He's like, I ain't just no doctor. I'm a grumpy old troll too. Okay.
Oh, you went Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, the grumpy old troll. Fiddler's under the bridge. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, so we've got Tammy back in rehab. And even without knowing what I know now, I believe that she's serious this time.
I think so.
I think she's
serious as Tammy gets.
Yeah, I think she hitting 700 plus pounds really fucking scared her a lot. Okay, so it was so funny because first we start off with Tammy. She's in rehab and she's just now getting out of the hospital. She was there for a minute. Yeah. And now she's actually going to rehab to help her lose the weight. So it's pretty much the same kind of, soundtrack that they play on My 600-Pound Life that kind of really is raining outside. Did someone die today or we're at a funeral kind of music.
There's a piano.
Yes.
Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
Ting,
and then
ting,
they
ting,
switch over to Amy and it's like, it's like this hillbilly ass music, right? And we see Amy, who's got big news now, because Amy always has big news.
Amy is big news.
Man, Amy, I'm not sure Amy wants to even lose weight anymore.
Well, she keeps having kids. I guess not.
You can't blame that weight on those babies.
You'd be
Look, I'm a witness. I only gained 20 pounds when I was pregnant. She's gaining more than 20 pounds.
Oh yeah,
she's gaining 20 every 2 months. She didn't lose that much weight after she had the first baby, and now she's pregnant with the second baby, and she
didn't start losing again after she had Gage.
I think she lost like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it didn't look like she was losing.
And so here's the thing: she is one of those women who uses being pregnant as an excuse to eat like a fucking hog. Okay, the baby wants a cherry soda. Michael. The baby wants Doritos. Can you give me Doritos? Michael. No, go put that back. I don't want the blue Doritos. I want the red Doritos. Michael. Can you bring me some canned cheese and a cherry soda? Did I mention I want a cherry soda? As her fat ass is sitting in the car waiting for her. But she's using the fact that she's pregnant for her excuse for not getting out the car. No, I think it's a struggle for you to get in and out that car, Amy, at this point. Then he brings her snacks, right?
Yep.
And that bitch opens up that string cheese in the car, has not even pulled off from in front of the fucking convenience store and starts drizzling it down her throat.
Yep.
Can you imagine the coating on her teeth after she did that?
Ugh.
Ugh. And they don't look like they like perfect hygiene people in the first place.
She probably didn't have to dip her fish sticks in nothing.
Oh, she already had, because it don't go down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Yeah. She already got all the tartar she needs.
Yeah, so we've got her and Michael and the baby in their new house. She's dyed her hair blue, which she goes on a family outing with who was it? Chris,
Amy,
Misty, and Amanda.
Amanda, yeah.
And then what's Chris's wife's name? Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany. Which doesn't fit her at all.
Yeah, it should be like
Gertrude.
Not even that.
Elsa?
Should be like Sally Mae or some shit like that, right, with her damn Pentecostal headband that she always wears and her skirts. I'm so sick of seeing her in them damn denim skirts. I hate denim skirts. She fucking always has on a denim skirt. So they're going out somewhere. All the older siblings get there first, and then Amy comes up with her family, and she recently dyed her hair Crayola blue. Okay, then she has the audacity to have on a yellow dress who she picked out for her. She fucking looked like a plus size Coraline walking up to that little place that they went to. I was like, oh my God. And no one likes her hair.
No.
Every family member has something like, why did you do that?
What did one of them say? You look like a bruised banana.
Look at Chris fucking banana. Yeah. And so what do they all go do? All of these people who have had weight loss surgery, they go eat.
They go and eat.
They go and eat country fucking food.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I saw steak, like a real steak sandwich.
Yeah.
On that table.
Country kitchen.
It was country cooking.
Kitchen,
Yes,
y'all.
it was. Country.
Yes.
Yes, they were. Yeah, I heard somebody playing that on stage as well. That kind of music.
Yeah.
But Chris looks absolutely phenomenal.
Chris has done really well.
He looks like a totally new person.
I like Chris.
I like Chris. Amy, we need to go see Tammy. Y'all need to get out that. Both of you bitches need to get it together. And then sometimes he does a little high squeal that he does. So Chris and the older sister Amanda, who she's a big woman.
She's big framed anyway.
Yes,
And
them
tall,
tig
I
and them
think.
tig old bitties that she got. Good
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. And she's just about as tall as Chris is.
Yep.
So they plan to go, the two of them go and visit Tammy, who's fucking got a trach in her throat and flirting with the fucking female nurses up there. Tammy, that is not why you are at fat camp. You are at fat camp,
It's
not for lesbian love affairs. You are there to lose weight, a lot of weight. We got a long way to go. Okay, this is truly a journey right here. So, Chris and Amanda go there. They see her, and they're actually kind of choked up because she has really scared them a lot. You know what I mean?
She legit almost died.
She's almost died like 4 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this time the doctors asked them, do you want to sign a, what is it, DNC?
DNR. Do not resuscitate.
Yeah, what did I say, DNC?
Democratic National Convention. I mean, do you want to get her vote before she croaks?
Before you die, we still need you to vote. Yeah. So they go in there, they see her, they're talking, chit-chatting and all that. And, they've got her gifts and stuff, but we all notice that Chris has got like 3 bouquets of flowers. And we're kind of like, damn, that's a lot of flowers for Tammy, but okay. So he goes up to the nurse's station and he was like, well, Tammy told me to stop by and get flowers for all nurses that are up here. Because, his voice goes in and out, in and out.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
you can understand it, sometimes you can't. Because she just, we all just really appreciate what you guys been doing for Tammy. Now, this took the fucking cake. Is the nurse stood up and said, we really like taking care of Tammy. The look on Chris's face was, when that woman said that, was one of pure shock. It was such pure shock, he looked that woman up and down like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, huh? It just was a look of lostness. Like, is this really my, even the
You mean
fact
Tammy Slayton?
the big
one
bitch
down
right
the
here
hall?
behind
The
us.
big bitch behind me?
The one that keeps trying to die, the one with the trait right there, the trait that keeps getting boogers stuck in it. Cause she almost died like literally the night that they left
On the
because
show,
a
yeah.
booger got stuck in her trait. Not like a nose booger, but from
Just
the mucus and
yeah,
all of
just
that.
mucus buildup.
Yeah, she almost coded again. Yeah, and when she broke it down to her, she's like, yeah, it basically was a booger. I was like, that's fucking disgusting. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit and swallowed it back down, and it tasted a little bit like a booger. Thanks, Tammy.
But would it be that crazy to think Tammy Slanton taken out by booger? I mean, is that
Man, I'd be like, that's
Would-
not
would you be
how a fat
surprised?
G's supposed to go out like that. Nah, us big girls, we got to go out swinging. We at least supposed to die with our face falling into a plate of fucking spaghetti.
like it's
That is how us big bitches, that's how we go out like that, okay? We don't go out from a throat booger. Like, that's just.
like the sin of sloth in Seven.
Yes,
You
yes,
wanna
yes,
Face down in
yes.
spaghetti.
That is what we do. We either die of old age or we
No,
die.
rarely old age.
What?
Let's be honest.
I mean, I'm kind of wondering because as we know now, Tammy lost weight. She got her surgery. She's married. She's still at the rehab, still doing what she needs to do. But I still have PTSD from that episode of My 600-Pound Life where Kelly did everything she needed to do, got her weight loss surgery, lost her weight, and fucking died of heart failure.
I mean, when your body's been under that kind of strain for so long. It
And
could happen
Tammy's
anytime.
never not been fat.
No, she's never not been.
I mean, her forehead even been fat for a long time.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to deal with that this season.
They're gonna have to give her fucking liposuction. Like when she's lost all of her weight, when they go and they say, okay,
It's the last thing they have to do.
we gon-
What if insurance don't approve that?
Miss Slayton, now look, your insurance went ahead and they said they approved for the skin removal surgery, but there is not a code yet. There's not a code yet for liposuction of the forehead. We don't know how to mark that. Give us a little bit. We're gonna figure it out. But currently, there's not a code for. We're not even sure how the procedure would go. So you're gonna have to look like a beluga whale, but you skinny though. You skinny. Your forehead just a little bit fat. But we gonna soon as we figure it out and insurance gets back to us with your approval, we gonna get it done. Okay. But until then, you know what you might do? Go ahead and get you some of them bandage things for when you know when you get your titties done and you gotta squeeze it real tight. Just start putting it on your forehead at nighttime.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
You can do that.
Like redistribute that.
Yeah, just kind of flatten it out a little bit.
Right.
I mean, it'll help. That may help us get a bit of code so we can go ahead and get this insurance approved.
Or get a Sia haircut. You could do it. You could do a Sia.
Tammy don't even have enough hair for that.
Well,
no, I don't.
Or get a hat that you pull down all the way to your nose.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we have options here. We've got options. Okay. All right, you guys. That's our show for this week. Make sure to check me out next week. I think it's on Monday. I will be guest co-hosting on Pink Shade again, and we will be doing a full recap of Love After Lockup. See you soon.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.